Green flags in the air. We're underway. So it's Darren Workmeister, your race leader, with Lonnie Foss in the second spot. They go 3 wide behind him. George Franzman Jr., Gary Ray, and Joey McCullough. McCullough, your heat race winner earlier on. Starting to work his way down the inside of the 88 machine. Lonnie Foss can't quite do anything with him. Workmeister will lead lap number 1 with Lonnie Foss in second, followed by McCullough and George Franzman Jr. Now George Franzman Jr. peeks down the inside of the 55 machine of McCullough as they work their way down the back straightaway. Off at turn 2, enter turn number 3. Good racing action. They're your top 4. They've pulled away from Steve Sabowski as they work off of 4. It's going to be Darren Workmeister, Lonnie Foss, McCullough, and Franzman Jr. And here comes George Franzman Jr. down to the inside of the 55 machine of McCullough. Can't quite do anything with him as Steve Sabowski able to hold off the hard charge from the rest of the field. Gary Ray might have smacked the outside retaining wall off at turn number 2 down the back chute. So this car's way squirrely. Going to the 3, we got 1 car in the wall. It's the 41 JR, George Franzman Jr. Green flags back in the air. Darren Workmeister on the loud pedal, leading him into turn number 1. And you already see the breakaway between Workmeister, Foss, and McCullough as they work their way off at turn number 2, already out to about a 2-car length breakaway on the 82 machine of Steve Sabowski, who was having to hold off the hard charge of George Franzman and Cody Center. Now George Franzman Jr. trying to make it 3 wide as they work off at turn number 4. It's going to be Workmeister, Foss, McCullough, your top 3. Then they're side by side on back behind him. Steve Sabowski holding off the 41 machine of Franzman for the moment, as well as the dollar machine of Cody Center as they go 3 wide with George Franzman Jr. Cody Center puts the bumper to the 82 machine of Sabowski. George Franzman Jr. driving the wheels off of that hot rod. Going to go 3 wide once again. This time pull up to the inside of Cody Center, and Steve Sabowski will think twice about that, though, as Cody Center now pulls up side by side. Sabowski going to try the slide job going into turn number 1. Give the spot to Center, able to hold off Steve Sabowski off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway is George Franzman Jr. and Sabowski drag race down the back chute into turn number 3. Give the position to Franzman as that hood starts to flap on his hot rod. Still going to be Darren Workmeister out front with Lonnie Foss in second. Joey McCullough is the 3rd place driver. He's lost the rear bumper of the 88 machine of Lonnie Foss as they work their way off of turn number 4. Top 2 drivers using the high line. McCullough with a little bit of a middle groove. Same with Cody Center and George Franzman. Have Steve Sabowski right now trying to hold off Dennis Losing in the 15. First time we've seen the 15 machine of Dennis Losing here this year. It's George Franzman Jr. way slow in the corner. Sabowski nowhere to go. Makes contact. So does George Franzman. And Gary Ray hard into the outside retaining wall. The yellow flag will fly. Green flags in the air. 14 laps to go. And you see the smoke already pouring out. George Franzman's car, he is very slow on the racetrack. He's going to take it off and live to fight another day, but it's going to be Lonnie Foss and Darren Workmeister battling side by side for your top spot. Workmeister has the advantage on the top side of the racetrack. He's going to be able to hold off Foss as Cody Center now looks to the inside of Joey McCullough. Center and McCullough, they're side by side for that 3rd position. McCullough, car gets a little squirrely off of turn number 4. Almost made contact with the wall as he fights back to the outside of Cody Center. Center shuts off his momentum as Lonnie Foss just about loses it down the back straightaway. His car very slow as well, so Lonnie Foss going to give a big lead now to Darren Workmeister as Cody Center was into that 2nd spot. He has Joey McCullough pressuring right on his back bumper as they work their way off of turn number 2. It's going to be Darren Workmeister, Cody Center, who didn't make the start for his heat race in the 2nd spot. Having a strong main event here tonight with Joey McCullough in 3rd. 4th is Steve Sabowski, but Dennis Losing and look down the inside of him. He almost loses off of turn number 4. So 5 cars left in tonight's 20-lap main event as the cross flags will come up for your race leaders halfway through tonight's 20-lapper with Lonnie Foss taking his car off the racetrack. His night is done as well. So we're looking more and more like a junkyard out there in the infield with these IMCA stock cars as Dennis Losing and Steve Sabowski, the only side-by-side battle on the racetrack, battling for that 4th position. Sabowski had it, but Losing to the outside of him through turns 3 and 4. Can he make the move as they work off of turn number 4? Give it to the 15 machine. Cody Center still in the 2nd position with Joey McCullough in 3rd. So two drivers have about a car length separation between them as they race their way off of turn number 4. Cody Center's been very fast in the start car ranks throughout Arizona. Good to see him finally come up here as he switched over to the IMCA rules this year for 2019. Right now trying to hold off Joey McCullough as they work their way off of turn number 4. McCullough starting to reel in that dollar machine of Center. Had to borrow his dad's truck to make it out to the track tonight here. Had to tow his vehicle. Still in that second spot, but here comes McCullough. He's closed the gap to about a half car length as they work into turn number 3. Cody Center, though, going to be able to hold him off as they work off a turner. Force Center up at the top side with Joey McCullough down low. McCullough, though, going to pull up right to the back bumper of Center. Might have made contact going into turn number 1. It's going to be Center up top, Joey McCullough down low. Going into off a turn number 2 down the back stretch. Going to be a drag race between those two drivers now. Joey McCullough has the advantage down low, but here comes Cody Center. Not going to give him an inch as they rush their way off of turn number 4. It's still going to be Center holding down the second spot. McCullough going to try to regroup, try it again here as the laps continue to wind down with just 5 laps to go now. Here tonight's IMCA stock car main event. It's Cody Center with about a car length advantage over Joey McCullough as these two drivers battle on. You got one problem with Darren Workmeister driving away from him. Another problem is you got the 15 of Dennis Losing pulling right up to the back bumper of this battle, trying to make it a 3-car battle as Joey McCullough loses a little bit of ground off of turn number 4. Now Losing pull up right to his back bumper. He's going to drive right by the number 55. Off of turn number 2, Dennis Losing has found some speed in the number 15 machine. Now can he reel in the dollar machine of Cody Center with 3 laps to go here in tonight's main event. Center has that position as Joey McCullough trying to fight back on the 15 now going into turn number 1. Losing going to lead the charge for that 3rd spot into turn number 1. Off of turn number 2, going to actually close the gap on the dollar machine of Cody Center as they work their way down the back chute into turn number 3. With just 2 laps to go here in tonight's main event for your IMCA stock cars. Those 3 cars of Center, Losing, and McCullough having a great battle here tonight at Arizona Speedway as the white flag flies for Darren Workmeister. He'll lead the field into turn number 1 one final time. Started this race outside of row number 1. Picked up a main event and win here last month in a different car. Got the new body on his 08, and that car is fast. First time out of the gate, he will win main event here in IMCA stock car competition at Arizona Speedway. So hearing Darren Workmeister climb out of the car saying he had no power steering. But still a strong run here tonight for the driver of the 08. Well, Darren, last time I had you in victory lane was in a different car. You said you didn't want to give up the keys to that car. Get this new hot rod booted and suited, man, but that thing is fast.
Oh my God, I just can't thank everybody enough that helped me out on this. Everybody you see right here, my family, my friends, my pit crew, my mom, you know, we've been wrenching on this car since the end of last season. We finally got it out here. From the outside looking in, you couldn't tell, but I was battling this car all night. I got no power steering. It's down on a cylinder. You know, we got some bugs to work out of this thing, but once we get it going, I don't know what these guys are gonna have, but I wish them the best of luck.
Yeah, not even getting it going yet. No, you got some sponsors you want to thank, though.
Oh, I want to thank Roofworks and Rip at Rip Snappa for helping me out, and I couldn't do it without them. Thank you, guys.
All right, give it up, Darren Workmeister, tonight's main event winner here at Arizona Speedway.